Good morning. I am upstairs, at least briefly, first thing this morning because it is quite cold today, hence the cowl and the alpaca worn indoors. So whilst Mum's been here, I've caked her up some yarn that she brought over for a shawl she'd like to knit, and I thought whilst I've got everything set up, I would cake up some yarn for myself as well, and then I can just put everything away out so that I can do sewing. So I caked up this skein of yarn by Felt Fusion. It's called Vintage Christmas. To me it's not very Christmassy, but just kind of have that cozy vibe. It's almost like, I don't know, for some reason it gives me Harry Potter vibes. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's got all those cozy colours like burgundies and golds and stuff like that. I'm caking these up because I want to be using them, no, I plan to use them in the next few months, well, a few weeks really. This one either in December or January for socks, and also this yarn by Old Maiden Aunt. She no longer dyes yarn, unfortunately. This is in the colourway Dreek, which is a silvery grey with silver stellina sparkles in. I have some more of this already caked up that I used part of that skein in a shawl by Helen Stewart. I think it's Winter Wonder. And I should have enough left. This full skein, I think there's around 60 grams left of the other skein. Hopefully it'll be enough to do the shawl that I'm planning. It's kind of like a asymmetrical kind of elongated triangle, knit from kind of one point and then it kind of widens out, so I'm hoping there is enough yarn to do it, because I don't have any more of this. It has like I think it's just garter for most of it, and then it has a leaf, lacy leaf border design on one side of the triangle at the end, and then I think there's some more garter after that. So hopefully I will have enough, especially with it just being straight up garter stitch. Hopefully I'll have enough to go far enough. Otherwise I will have to find something else to go with it. But I did buy this yarn, these two skeins specifically with this shawl in mind, way back from the last Edinburgh Yarn Festival, which was the first yarn festival I actually went to. So I've done one, I've got one cake of this, I've done this, the other cake is obviously done from ages ago, but I need to do this one, and I'm hoping to be able to start planning out the next dress that I want to sew. That's the red and black check, plaid, flannel, whatever you want to call it, dress in the Hinterland pattern. But to do that I need to put all this stuff away and move the table back to where it belongs, or where it should be for sewing. So I need to go on with this. And I'm hoping the weather's going to brighten up a bit, because it is dreek out there. If you know the word dreek, that's what it's like out there. It is very unpleasant this morning. Yes, if you're not from Scottish parts or live in Scottish parts, then dreek means grotty, basically. It's a grotty, a dreek weather day today. So yeah, it seems very apt. I have managed to cut out all the larger pieces that I need for this dress. It took a little bit of working out, more than I thought. I hadn't realised, well, I'd forgotten that this fabric the pattern is directional. It's subtle, but it'll still bother me if one sleeve has got the double white row at the bottom and the white row at the top, and the other sleeve is the opposite way around. That would really bother me. So I've managed to cut all the bodice pieces out, the skirt pieces, and both sleeves. I've had to shorten the sleeves just slightly to fit them under the fabric, but that's fine. It's only probably half an inch. All I've got left to cut out is the very important pocket pieces and cuffs for the sleeves, neck facing, front bodice placket, and interfacing, but that's separate anyway. And I do have enough fabric, or I should have enough fabric to do that. That's fine, which is a relief. But first, before I do that, I think I'm going to grab some lunch. I'm getting quite hungry now. Not sure what I'm going to have. Maybe just some snacky bits. I'm not really that bothered about having a proper lunch today, but I could do with a cup of tea and maybe a homemade cookie, but something. And then I'll just come back and finish this off afterwards, I think. We have reached that time of Vlogtober this year again, where I have to make the Christmas cake, starting with putting the fruit to soak tonight so that I can get the cake made either tomorrow or the following day. But fruit soaking in orange and brandy, first step. So as usual, this is my Christmas fruit cake recipe that I do every year. I show it every Vlogtober, so this would be nothing new to anybody who's back from last year or the previous years. Yeah, so I'm going to set away the sultanas, currants, cherries, soaking in the zest and juice of an orange and some brandy, and that can soak for a day or two, and then I can bake this cake once they've had a good soaking.